Thanks for tuning in.
Ready? Play.
Okay, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever time it is in the world. Apologies for one or two delays that we have had in bringing you this broadcast, but I can tell you that if you are upset about the delay, if you're a Monfils fan, you'll be very happy to hear that he is leading 3-1 and, of course, with a break, that means. But yeah, apologies for the delay. We just had a few little technical issues with just some of the coverage, let's say, in the US. A little trickier to find. I see Marcel Desailly in the crowd with Seyboth serving at 1-3. What have we missed so far? Well, we've missed a couple of double faults from Wild, which surely didn't help him as he tried to hold serve, and perhaps explains why he's already a break down. Let's share the score with you on the screen. Score with you on the screen. It's a bit of a tongue twister. But that's a very quick service hold from the Brazilian. So it's 3-2 now to Gael Monfils. We're hoping that Matthew will be able to take over in 15 minutes. If you're tuning in, by the way, and you're in the US, let us know what channel you are watching on, because I know Matthew's been trying to find it on Tennis Channel Plus, and on Peacock as well. Nice, Ghosty, nice score. So, Ghosty, what channel are you watching, if you are indeed watching Monfils Seyboth on? Because, Matthew's just scrambling around right now trying to find out which channel it's on. And he says that on his TV, it says that they will have it from 3 p.m. Eastern time. So, fingers crossed he'll be able to take over for me at that time. So, in about 13 minutes from now. My stream is a little bit behind. I'm just trying to catch up as we see Monfils here going out to serve. Seeing a quick look at Rafa's press conference as well. So Monfils to serve at 3-2. You would think, from Gael's perspective, getting this done in straight sets would, of course, understandably be the preferable option, but also just in terms of the physicality of it. I mean, I know he won in 5 sets last year against Sebastian Baez, I think it was, in the first round, who also, by the way, had a 5-setter today coming through against the Brazilian Heider on court number 8. Of course, if Monfils was to win this, I think that might be good news for Novak Djokovic, bearing in mind their head-to-head. As I see, the roof is open. Unforced errors, already 7 off the racket of the Brazilian. And he puts a backhand return into the net, which you would expect him to make. Of course, it was at this exact stage a year ago when Seyboth really announced himself to the tennis world with that incredible win over Daniil Medvedev. And I think that forehand from Monfils has just gone wide, so it's 30-15. Yeah, Ghosty here is saying he's watching it on Tennis Channel Plus. First serve is not landed in. So second serve here. Backhand return from Seyboth. Now backhand to the forehand of Monfils. And another shot dumped into the net from Seyboth, and it's looking like a comfortable hold at the moment for the Frenchman at 40-15. Okay, you're not watching Monfils on Tennis Channel Plus. You're watching another match. Yeah, tell me what channel Monfils is on in the US. It might help Matthew find out which channel it's on. We're just going to switch microphones as well, because this one seems to be a bit low on juice. Switch microphones. Can you still hear me okay? I've just switched microphones, so fingers crossed it's working okay. Let me know if it's not. What is RockU TV? Yeah, it's not available on Tennis Channel Plus, which is weird. Okay, good. You can hear me anyway. So, I mean, of course, I've got it here in Europe. By the way, it's 4-2 Monfils. He does hold as we go over to a Seyboth service game, and he has won the first point, the Brazilian, at 15 love. Into the backhand of Monfils, who puts it in play. And is that going to land in as well? I think it did, yeah. Good accuracy there from the Frenchman. Seyboth, every time he pulls the trigger, I think he's just going to dump something into the net. Good defending here from Monfils, but you wonder how much of this he'd be able to take throughout the entire match. Oh, has that landed in? It has. This is turning into an epic rally. It's not done yet. What defense here from Monfils? That's going to land in. That's going to be a winner from Gael Monfils. Wow. I mean, we saw some epics in the match earlier with Rafa and Zverev, but maybe that's point of the day. Svitolina there. She came through in 3 sets today. It's not on tennis TV either. I'm so tired of this tennis media business. Yeah. Okay. Again, Matthew's saying it should be on Peacock at the top of the hour, so fingers crossed. But yes, apparently it should be on at the top of the hour. So I guess in about 7 minutes, we'll have the wonderful tones of Matthew. But in the meantime, you'll have to tolerate me. And you'll have to tolerate, if you're a Seyboth fan, the fact that your man is a breakdown here. But he's doing his best to get it back to 3-4. Wins the next point with a nice, easy forehand after a short ball from Monfils, 30-15. I need to get some water, actually. Pretty thirsty. I'll keep talking to you from my kitchen. Okay, 40-15, so 2 game points here for Seyboth. And of course, he's dumped a shot into the net. So we're at 40-30. Are we going to get a Monfils double in terms of his wife and Gael himself progressing to the second round? He'll obviously be looking to do it in slightly more comfortable fashion than his wife did, who was pushed quite hard today. I love the different serve return styles we get on tour, whether it's the crouching tippy toe of Iga Swiatek or the stiff upright weight before pouncing from Novak Djokovic. And then there's this sort of kind of unusual, unorthodox, sort of casual Monfils. By the way, that's a lovely forehand from Gael to get it to deuce. Plenty of people tuning in. Please do hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, do hit subscribe. No, I didn't see that either, but I saw the first 2 or 3 games and Montero looked way off. I had Montero to win it. Yeah. Sounds like a lot of people are feeling equally frustrated. But yeah, don't talk to me about Tennis Channel. I mean, I'm not even in the US, and I find the channel, lamentable, let's say. We've got a break point here for Gael Monfils. It's going to be a second serve as well. Wilt went really big on that first serve. Is this Monfils' last French Open appearance? We've had Schwartzman, and we've had Dominic Thiem definitely with their last appearances at Roland Garros. We probably had Rafa's. We're going to be having possibly Elise Cornet's tomorrow. I mean, it depends on whether she beats Qin Wenjing or not. Oh, and of course, Wilt dumps a forehand into the net, and it's 5-2. We'll take a short break, and when we come back, hopefully our American friends will have found out where they can watch this tennis match. Thanks for tuning into this watch along. While there's a break in play, here's a reminder to hit the like button, subscribe, and click that notification bell. Your support helps to keep the channel going. While we're here, you can now become a member to enjoy perks, including badges for the live chat, but also bonus material, such as interviews with top players from both ATP and WTA tours. The membership link is pinned in the live chat. You can also follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. So whether it be serves or volleys, forehands or backhands, serve bots or drop shots, we've got you covered, whether that be via our website, talking-tennis.com, where you can read features and interviews from our top writers. Or if you prefer us in audio form, you can subscribe to our podcast on Apple, Amazon, or Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts from. Remember, we offer you wall-to-wall coverage via our regular watch-alongs, magazine shows such as Nick's WTA Weekly or Damien and Mario's ATP version. Plus, we deliver top content from people on the ground, actually at the tournaments, so you get even nearer to the action. So, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on all things tennis. All things tennis indeed. I was going to say hi behind the mic, but of course I know who that is. That's Matthew. I think Matthew D'Souza now I'm talking about. I do think that's what I was probably a little bit more on board with you, Matthew, today. I think Rafa's level would have troubled. Yeah, I think it would have troubled Tsitsipas because I think Tsitsipas is a more favorable matchup for Rafa. And I think it would have troubled Novak the way he's been playing this year. I think that there's probably two players in addition to Zverev who probably would have won that match. And I think it would be difficult to argue against it would be Sinner and Alcaraz. But beyond those three, I think you could make an argument to say Rafa could have had a chance to beat anyone else in the draw. That's not to say he would have won, but yeah. Yeah, indeed. So I think Matthew and Ghosty are very much in agreement. Okay, listen, back to the match here because we've got Monfils serving for the first set and it's 15-all. But it looks like Wilt is going to make him work for this. 15-30. Just coming up to 9 o'clock. So fingers crossed in the next few minutes. Maybe at the end of this set, Matthew will say, hey, I've got it. It's on my TV screen. I can see I've got a private message. So I think the easy thing to do is you take it to... Yeah, I think so, yeah, as well, Matthew. I'll take the first set for sure. Maybe just like Gael Monfils. 30-all. So Gael Monfils here, 2 points away from taking the first set. I think he's going to be 1 point away now after that unreturnable serve out wide that Seyboth-Wilt. Seyboth-Wilt, by the way, at times feels like he's got lead in his shoes. As he was stretching out there to get that return. I think a lot of players would have at least made that. Anyway, set point, Gael Monfils. Where are you going with this serve? You're going down the T, forehand return. Forehand now for Monfils to the forehand of Wild. I think this would be an appropriate set to finish on with something going into the net, or a forehand winner from Gael Monfils. That's equally appropriate. 6-2 in what feels like no time, perhaps partly because we were a little bit late. But I'm still pretty sure it probably not much more than half an hour. Let's have a quick look. They might say 29 minutes. There you go. 8 games, and 6 of those going the way of Gael Monfils. And most significantly, the first set has gone the way of the Frenchman. Let's see if Matthew has found an American television screen that has the match on. That smiling face says yes or no?
Oh, thank goodness. I think we might have it.
You see Philippe Chatrier. Can you see the court?
Yes. Just watch the last point of that first set. So I think we might actually be here finally.
I mean, who knows? You might only be here for another hour the way this match is going, bearing in mind Monfils has just finished that first set in less than half an hour. But who knows? It could still go 5 sets, and hopefully you'll have 4 beautiful sets to commentate on. I will go backstage. Matthew, if at any stage you need anything, and if you just say John, or you don't say John, we'll take a short break. We know the drill, don't we, Matthew? You say you take a short break, and I run from the kitchen and come back and press the button. But no worries, I'm never far away. So I'll speak to you soon.
Thank you, and apologies for all of the madness here. But we are finally here and ready to go for at least the second set. And who knows what time, how much time we'll be here with this one. As John rightly said, half an hour. That first set taken by Gael Monfils. It just feels kind of weird. That's why I'm chuckling. It feels kind of weird to jump in here for the second set. What an absolutely wild sequence of the last half hour or 45 minutes has been, trying to find the match on American television, which is, well, we won't go any further into it. If you live in America, you know what we're talking about, trying to keep up with the French Open. But anyhow, through all of that, I think we're ready for this second set to start. Now, if bear with us, because we are doing this off of American television, and Tiafoe is in a tight match, so if they do switch off to Tiafoe, bear with us. But anyway, it's Seyboth set to serve to start the second set against Monfils. And we get the second set started with a serve up the tee, backhand reply by Monfils, off forehand by Wild. The backhand by Monfils runs long, and that's how we get the second set started. Again, through all of the craziness, did not do a proper introduction. Hello, one and all. Glad to have you with us for this night session match on Chatrier. Forehand reply is made by Monfils to the forehand of Wild, who backpedals, did another forehand up the middle. Up the line goes Monfils, and Wild is on the move defensively. Monfils releases a big forehand, now goes with an off forehand, comes to the net. Monfils hits a volley. It's a terrific volley. Wild gets to it, shuffles it cross court, and Monfils is there to put it away. And it's 15-all here in the opening game of the second set for Gael Monfils, who made the semifinals here. Can you believe it? 16 years ago it was when he made his run to the semifinals here in Paris. 15-all. Seyboth serving out wide. It's let. And if you go back to that 2008 French Open, there's some real good throwback names that were with Monfils in the quarterfinals. Have that loaded up and ready to go for a trip down memory lane if the situation calls for it. As the Brazilian serves out wide, Monfils lunges into that return short, cross court by Wild, looped cross court by Monfils, up the line for a winner. The Brazilian hits a good forehand. Of course, as you well know, Seyboth really arrived in the tennis world at this tournament last year. No one really knew much about him. And then, of course, certainly everyone knew about him after that tremendous upset of Medvedev in the first round last year. We are now watching the match in the tiniest little left-handed box because they've done a split screen of Tiafoe and Bellucci. 30-15. Here's Veet serving out wide. Monfils backpedals to hit the deep backhand, and then hitting a forehand and whiffing on it was the Brazilian. And it's 30 all, and just as the ball approached Seyboth Veet as he was backpedaling, they flashed away from the split screen, so they threw up a graphic right in the entire screen and couldn't see the swing and a miss. This might be a very fun couple of hours here. What do you see? I don't see it. $30 all. Opening game, second set. Monfils 6-2 in the first set. For the 37-year-old under the lights here on Chatrier, with the crowd certainly behind him. Out wide, the serve by Veet. Short ball back by Monfils, who loops a forehand up the middle. Veet steps into a big backhand right up the gut. Monfils gets it back, and the rally continues. Now it's Veet with a forehand deep. Cross court on the forehand. Monfils. Up the line goes Veet. Cross court a backhand by Monfils. Veet able to swing into that backhand. Up the line goes Monfils. Short ball back by Veet. Scooped back by Monfils. And then Veet goes long on the backhand. And Monfils is looking at a break point here to start the second set. And really put Seyboth Veet to the sword here right away in this second set. He's ranked 58th in the world, the Brazilian, who serves out wide, goes big, too big. Good to see you too, Ghosty. I've just finally got the comments. Again, it's been total chaos here the last few minutes, so bear with me, please. Veet serves. Cross-court backhand by Monfils. Big backhand by Veet. Looped back by Monfils. Up the line and into the net goes Veet. So there's the break for Monfils, who took that first set 6-2 in just half an hour, and he's got the early break here to start the second set here on Chatrier. So yes, good to be back. Good to be here. Good to be seen. All of that. Hope you guys have enjoyed the coverage here. Opening couple of days of the French Open. Yeah. Well, again, don't want to say too much about the coverage. I'm just reading the comments from Ghosty here. But yes, this is the last year of NBC's contract with the French Open. We'll see if it gets renewed and possibly changed up a bit in the future. Here's Monfils serving. Opening service game for him in the second set. Into the net, up the tee he went. Serves here to the forehand of Veet. Nice deep return up the middle off forehand from Monfils. Two-handed backhand cross-court by Veet. There's the backhand by Monfils. Veet steps up the pace with a cross-court backhand, and Monfils puts that backhand deep and long. Love 15. That is right. Every time I am on, it does seem like Sakkari loses in 3. I don't think I'm Sakkari's kryptonite. I think Sakkari has enough kryptonite to deal with, unfortunately. Here's Monfils serving up the tee. Veet steps into the forehand. Off forehand there by Monfils. Looped back by Veet. He mishit it, but it stayed in. Now he's able to turn it up the line, put Monfils on the run, and he slaps that forehand into the net. It's love 30, so here is Seyboth Veet trying to quickly get back in this set after dropping serve to start the second frame. Lorenzo Massetti waits the winner of this one on the draw as Monfils misses the first serve by quite a margin, actually, as he tried to go up the tee. Here comes the second serve out wide. That's in. Forehand by Veet to the forehand up the line of Monfils. Veet's on the run to hit a defensive backhand. Loop back by Monfils. Didn't do enough with that and actually didn't even put it in. It skidded past the line. And that's love 40 now. So a real chance for the Brazilian to get back on serve right away here. Here's Monfils serving up the tee. Put back deep by Veit. Cross court, the forehand by Monfils was short. Cross court goes Veit. Oh boy, and Monfils stretches out and hits a beautiful forehand winner up the line. He tucked it into the corner. And Monfils staves off a break point. Still has some real work to do, however. Here he is serving out wide. Veit replies with the forehand. Backpedaling and hitting cross-court is Monfils. Twisted up the line by Veit, who now goes cross-court on the backhand. Up the line with the backhand goes Monfils. Sliding into a cross-court forehand was Veit. Good forehand there by Monfils on the defensive posture. Now goes cross-court with a backhand. Comes to the net. Hits a half volley. Seyboth Veit is there. He pushes it over the net. Forces Monfils to hit an extra shot and volleys it long. That was a really terrific rally. Monfils makes the error at the net. Seyboth Veit gets the break back, and we're back on serve right away at a game apiece in the second set. If you don't have the draw right in front of you, you mentioned that the winner gets Lorenzo Musetti, the number 30 seed. And this is in the Djokovic's part of the draw. Djokovic will play tomorrow night against Herbert. And who knows what Djokovic is going to do in this tournament as Veit serves to the forehand of Monfils cross court. Muscled up the line by Veit. Shuffled back two-handed by Monfils. Backhand rally here. Now Veit steps into a big forehand, but he went too big. He was in pretty good control of that point. Tried to pick up the tempo and misfired on the forehand. It's love 15. Obviously, that is one of the biggest questions of this fortnight in Paris is what Djokovic is going to do. Good first serve there by Veit. Monfils has to defend it back. Now a drop shot by Veit. Monfils with plenty of speed. Still can't get there as he tried to slide in to a bumped volley. But it's a terrific drop shot by Veit, and it's 15-all. The storylines just here, there, and everywhere in this tournament, obviously. And, of course, Nadal was one of those big ones. Veit serves right up the middle. Monfils able to machete it back short. Big forehand by Veit. Monfils on the defensive has hit a couple of terrific shots on the run, but the second forehand went long, and it's 30-15. Well, we know, of course, Monfils so entertaining, sometimes to a fault. But still, at age 37, terrific athleticism. He's always had the great speed. I feel like he could have been an Olympic sprinter at one point in his life. Would have made that extremely entertaining, too. 30-15. Seyboth Veit in the far court as we look at it. Toss up, serve down, out wide. Monfils with a two-fisted backhand. Now Veit again with the drop shot. Monfils gets to this one, bumps it over. Oh, boy, and trickles it over the net brilliantly, and it spins away from Veit. And it's 30-all. That gets the crowd going for sure. Veit pulled out the drop shot just a couple of moments ago to hit a winner out of it. Went to it that time on the backhand. That's a really good drop shot. Monfils got to it anyway and bumped it over with a lot of backspin. That's fantastic tennis there. First serve misses from Veit. Here comes the second. Up the tee, Monfils forces it back up the middle. Forehand by Veit. Up the line goes Monfils. Cross-court the forehand by Veit as he changed direction. Goes with the cross-court forehand again. Monfils up the line with a forehand. Cross-court the backhand by Veit to the backhand of Monfils. Veit goes up the line, picks up the tempo again. Monfils just got that forehand on the line. Now comes up and hits a backhand into the net. And it's 40-30. Still looking for our first hold of serve in this set. Veit with a chance to give it to us here. Match clock shows 43 minutes. First match went just 30, 6-2 to Monfils. Brazilian puts a ball in his pocket and is ready to go. Game point. Tosses up, serve down, up the tee, and he rears back and throws down an ace to seal the third game of the second set. Veet holds for 2-1 here in set number 2. Well, as I go off of what the television pictures give me, let's see if Tiafoe can seal up this fourth set and force a fifth on Bellucci. Now, they've been going for nearly 3 hours, and Tiafoe is serving for the set against the young Italian. Tiafoe's never really looked comfortable on clay, has he? As many American men have not. At least in the recent years. And hopefully Tiafoe can at least force a fifth set here. A deep run by him doesn't exactly feel like it's in the cards. Again, we have no pictures of what's going on Chatrier at the moment. Tiafoe's at 40 love, however, trying to serve up. Maria Sakkari is playing the best. No, that didn't age overly well, did it? And Tiafoe's just pounded out an ace out wide, but now Bellucci wants to come up and check the line. He believes it was out, and it was. Still, it's 40 love. Tiafoe trying to send this to a fifth set. And he has, as Bellucci has hit a forehand into the net, so they're going to go the distance out on court 6 between Frances Tiafoe and Matteo Bellucci. So we'll keep track of that fifth set as we go on. Now Peacock is taking a commercial break because there's nothing better than paying for a streaming service but still having to watch ad breaks. So we'll get back to Chatrier as quickly as we can. Well, as quickly as it'll be allowed. I mentioned earlier Monfils at 2008 French Open when he made it to the semifinals. The quarterfinalist of that tournament, if you want to just hear some throwback names to go down a walk down memory lane. Fernando Gonzalez made the quarterfinals of that French Open, actually took the first set of his quarterfinal against Roger Federer before losing the next 3. Nicolas Almagro was there because, of course, he was. He lost 1-1-1 in his quarterfinal to Nadal. Djokovic was there against Ernest Gulbis. He won in straight sets. And then Monfils won his quarter against David Ferrer. Remember, Ferrer, of course, was terrific on the clay. Made a final at Roland Garros. What was that now? 11 years ago in 2013. Bet you can't guess who he lost to. Monfils lost his semifinal to Roger in 4 sets. But yeah, that was just looking back at that, getting ready for this match, and it was just nostalgic names, especially like Gulbis and Almagro and Gonzalez. That was, yes, that was the year that Federer got, he got Nadal'd in the final. Not pretty. But yeah, that was Monfils' great run here in Paris. In the 4th round, he beat Ivan Lubicic, who was a lower-seeded player. Beat Lubicic in the 4th round. Jürgen Melzer, he beat in the 3rd round. You like going back in time sometimes. Seyboth Veet has broken for 3-1. Not that any of us here in America would know that. But Seyboth Veet has taken a 3-1 lead in the second set and is serving at 15 all. Jane is here. Glad to have you with us. And now we rejoin on Chatrier. 15 all. And Veet serving to the backhand of Monfils. The return is short up the middle. Off forehand from Veet. Monfils stays well beyond the baseline to hit the backhand. Now stabs another one. Veet with a cross-court forehand and changing direction, cutting the forehand. Cross-court was Monfils. It goes long. So Seyboth Veet has found something here for sure. Up now 3-1 in this second set, as you can see on your screen. And now 30-15. He's won 16 of the 24 points that have been played in this second set. With the roof open on Chatrier. 20 past 9 in Paris. Veet serves out wide. Monfils makes the return short with the backhand. Pulling it up the line was Veet. Defensive forehand by Monfils. It gets him back into the rally, and it eventually leads to Veet making the error, pushing the backhand wide, and it's 30 all. Here's Veet at the near end, serving up the tee and missing. Second serve. Brazilian puts it into the backhand of Monfils. Cross-court the forehand by Veet. Now loads up and goes up the line, but misses with an off-angled forehand. And now, after getting that break back, then getting another break, he is at risk of losing it here at 30-40. Break point for Monfils. Veet serves and goes too big. Have to get this done on a second serve if he can here. It's in out wide. Monfils loads up the backhand. Off forehand from Veet. Off-footed Monfils, but he's still able to parachute a high-hanging backhand. Now goes on the run to hit a forehand. Cross-court goes Veet. Now Monfils scoops it back. Up the middle, up the line goes Veet on the forehand. Monfils defends that back. Off forehand by Veet. Monfils shovels a backhand over the net. Up the line goes Veet. Oh, my goodness. And Monfils slides into a forehand and puts it into the net. And Seyboth Veet pumps the fist as he saved off that break point. Terrific rally. By the way, Ghosty just telling us a moment ago that Shapovalov did finish off his match in straight sets. Unseated Shapovalov as Veet serves out wide. Shoveled on back by Monfils, high and hanging. And Veet takes advantage of it as he pummels a cross-court forehand winner. Again, he looks to his box, raised fist. He's got a game point. The near end here, Seyboth Veet serves up the tee. Terrific serve, and Monfils is unable to get that back in play, so that's well done by Seyboth Veet. Facing a break point, he wins 3 consecutive points and holds for a 4-1 lead in this second set. Cue the ad break from Peacock. So Seyboth Veet has come back roaring in this second set and is looking like he's going to level this up. I mean, we could be here a very long time with Monfils. You never really know what to expect. A Monfils match never seems to be a straight line. But Seyboth Veet is very much in control of this second set. 4-1 ahead. Of course, Monfils had a wildly dramatic first-round match here last year against Sebastian Baez that went 5 sets. And to the point where Monfils was unable to go in his second round against Runa. But boy, that one against Baez, I believe that was on Chatrier too, I'm wanting to say. That went a long, long time. Monfils pulled it out 7-5 in the fifth. Here he is set to serve, Monfils. 1-4 down in this second set. Serves up the tee. Veet able to get a short ball back. Then Monfils steps up to it, hits a drop shot. Veet cannot get to it. And it's 15 love. Medvedev is wearing tights. Okay. Monfils serves up the tee. A lot of movement to that serve. Veet blocks it back. Cross court, the forehand by Monfils. Blocked back, and Monfils goes airborne to hit the backhand, and then Veet pulls out a tweener that lands well wide. Well, that's the kinds of shots that you come to a Monfils match to see. Climbing the ladder was Monfils to hit that backhand, and then Veet between the legs, and he went airborne as well. He didn't quite leap so far off the ground that Monfils did, but he went airborne, hit the tweener. That missed the doubles alley. 30 love. Monfils serves too long. Toss up, second serve is in. Veet adjusts to hit the forehand. It's deep up the line. Monfils with the backhand, and that missed long. It's been called long. Monfils is staring over the net. Gonna have the chair umpire go down and take a look at the spot. Boy, there's a camera on the chair umpire. That was the first time I'd seen that. I don't know if that's been what you guys have seen watching the first 2 days, but they've put a camera on the shoulder of the chair umpire, apparently. And she confirms that it did clip the line. So it's 30 love. Monfils serving out wide. Veet standing well off the baseline, hit a cross-court forehand. Now Monfils comes to the net. Oh, and Veet stabs a passing shot backhand winner right at him. And it's 30-15. Okay, so you'll have to forgive me here. So yesterday was covering the Indianapolis 500. Which had an hours-long delay and didn't actually scheduled to start at 12:45. It didn't get done until after 8. So I got to see none of the tennis yesterday. So is the camera, whatever we're calling that, I can't think of the correct term for it, the camera on the chair umpire, is that now what we're doing at the French Open? Interesting. Monfils serving, it's 30 all here. Toss up, serve is down, out wide. Veet makes the forehand return deep. Monfils a half volley pickup from the baseline. Big forehand by Veet, and stretching out and hitting the backhand into the net is Monfils. So it's 30-40, and now a break point for Seyboth Veet to take a big lead in this second set to widen it quite a bit. Okay, so it is a new introduction for the French Open. Oh, well, see if it works. Monfils with the serve up the tee. Veet a short ball back. All forehand by Monfils. Up the line, the backhand strung by Veet. Now goes cross court with the forehand. Monfils pulls out a drop shot at a peculiar time. Veet gets to it. His cross court drop shot that Monfils gets to, and then hits it right into the waiting racket of Veet at the net, and the volley is wide. And he swings his racket in disgust that he missed that. And it's deuce. Still just a one break difference here in this second set. Monfils, deep serve, it clipped the line, comes up, did a backhand. Now he's at the net and hits a winning volley. Well done. Advantage Monfils as he took control of that point right away. Monfils serving. Game point. Out wide, Veet with the backhand. Monfils comes straight to the net to hit a volley. Veet gets to it and hits a passing shot winner. Monfils made a beeline to the net. Didn't hit a bad volley either, but Veet got to it and was able to direct it Cross court and past. Monfils, who gave him a thumbs up after its due. Serve is out wide. Again, Monfils comes to the net. Hits a wonderful drop half volley. My goodness. Half volley drop winner there by Monfils. He wants to get these points over and done with quick, doesn't he? Serve out wide. The half volley pickup. Dies on the other side of the net. This is very entertaining. Monfils serves up the tee. Misses long. Still down, as you see. 1-4 in this second set. Game point. Serve is there. Veet with a big forehand. Monfils stays at the baseline and hits a backhand into the net. It was a really big return by the Brazilian. Seyboth Veet. Monfils serves again. Up the tee. Shuffled back short by Veet. Big forehand by Monfils. Veet gets it back. We're into a baseline rally. Cross court the backhand. Monfils up the middle by Veet. Monfils goes with the backhand. And then a long backhand there by Veet. It's advantage Monfils once again. Ghosty has done some research. Monfils serves out wide. Backhand reply short by Seyboth Veet. Cross court the backhand by Monfils was good. Veet puts his backhand into the net, so Monfils holds. Stays within a break at 4-2. So Peacock is the established route. It's $5.99 a month. Can be canceled anytime. Only covers select matches like this one. So yeah. So again, coverage of this tournament in America is a bit wonky because for forever and ever and ever it's been on NBC. But of course, with them being broadcast television, they only do coverage on the weekends, and then on this Monday, a holiday, Memorial Day in America. As Seyboth Veet serves up the tee, Monfils shuffles a backhand reply back off forehand there by Veet, who now goes with the cross-court backhand. Monfils is there to put a backhand up the middle. Up the line goes Veet, directed cross-court by Monfils. Big forehand again by Veet. Monfils changes direction once again. Oh, and then Veet hit a forehand that just skidded long, and it's love 15. So again, NBC only covers the weekends and Memorial Day because it's on broadcast television. So the French Open has always had a cable partner as well to pick up what NBC does not cover. For many years, that was ESPN. Backhand reply off the deep serve by Monfils. Oh boy, and that may have clipped the let cord, and Veet trying to race to it, couldn't get there, and now it's love 30. So it's love 30 here for Monfils, who had a break point in the last game, but last return game, just could not find a way to convert it. Here's Veet, love 30, serve out wide is good. Monfils with the return is into the net, 15-30. But then ESPN dropped out of the French Open because they weren't happy doing as much of the tournament as they were, but not getting any final. So they dropped out. So the cable partner went to Tennis Channel. But that's caused some issues too because Tennis Channel is in very little homes in the U.S. Veet serves out wide. Monfils with the backhand reply. Big forehand winner up the line by Veet. It's 30-all. So then you get the streaming option, which is Tennis Channel Plus, which is... There's not a monthly subscription to Tennis Channel Plus. Like with all the other streaming services, or most of them, you can do, whatever per month and cancel anytime. You have to do a year on TC Plus, which is over $100, which people don't love. I don't love, but I did it anyway. Veet serves up the tee. Monfils able to get the backhand back. Up the line goes Veet, who's in control of this point. Steps up to a short ball, cross court on the forehand, and he's able to strike a winner, and it's 40-30. So Seyboth Veet has come from love 30 here to get to 40-30. And a game point for 5-2 as he tries to hold on to this advantage that he has in this second set. That was his 6th forehand winner of the set. Serve is out wide, and it's good. Monfils blocks the return back into the net. So from love 30, Seyboth comes back to hold serve. He's up 5-2 in this second set. So now tennis fans with the French Open, they have to find a way to have Tennis Channel and or TC Plus and NBC, but now NBC, of course, is putting some matches like this one, exclusively on Peacock, so it's not on television. It's only if you have the Peacock, and then, oh, yeah, what a mess. Also, I'll also add this about TC Plus, which I really dislike because I don't have Tennis Channel as a part of my package, because it's a massive amount of money to upgrade to get the package that you need for Tennis Channel. So I don't have Tennis Channel, but I do have TC Plus because that's a separate entity. But you pay all the money for TC Plus, you get all the matches, but you still don't get Tennis Channel. You can't watch Tennis Channel's original programming, like you can't watch their studio shows, and you only get the international feed of broadcast and not the Tennis Channel feed. Like, what kind of sense does that make? Like, you pay all this money for TC Plus, but you still don't have Tennis Channel as a part of Tennis Channel Plus. Someone's going to have to make that one make sense. As I mentioned earlier, all of this, the French Open American TV broadcast rights, this is the final year of that contract. We'll see if NBC and or Tennis Channel re-ups when they redo the contract. But it's an absolute mess. And Ghosty says, in protest, he's going to listen to this match and watch Tiafoe and Bellucci on TC Plus. I'm glad we have you in some capacity. They're at 2-2 in the 5th set with Tiafoe and Bellucci. By the way, they've just rejoined with Monfils serving at 2-5 at love 15. And that's the other thing, too. When the matches are on NBC or Peacock, it's just whatever they show. You don't have an option. Like, they don't give the option on Peacock, hey, you want to watch Court 6? Here it is. You want to watch Longland? There it is. No, you do have to watch what NBC wants you to watch. Here's Monfils serving. Veit with the forehand return. Floats back. Cross-court the backhand by Monfils is good, and it's 15-all. He's going to pretend that Tiafoe is Seyboth Veit and Bellucci is Monfils. Veit with a backhand return on it was a very short ball of a good serve by Monfils, who comes up, steps into a backhand winner up the line, and it's 30-15. Monfils serving at 2-5 in this second set. Now they've gone to some very silly aerial camera for this point, and I can't tell where the ball's going or where it isn't. And Veit has apparently made an error, and it's 40-15. You would think an aerial shot looking straight down would be helpful, but it really was not. Not at all. Please don't go back to that. Monfils serving at 40-15. Serves up the tee and pounds out an ace. So Monfils holds serve to stay still within a break of Seyboth Veit. But it will be the Brazilian to serve for the second set right here at 5-3. Hopefully, the moral of that whole story, as Veit serves up the tee and Monfils shanks the return, the moral of that story is hopefully when the contract is redone, whoever picks it up, it will be a much smoother operation. We'll hope. Veit still serving for this second set. Serves up the tee. Monfils stashes a forehand return. Off forehand from Veit, who now goes with a two-handed Backhand cross court. Still pounds that corner. Monfils with a backhand. Veet with a big backhand cross court. Monfils stakes it back. Now a change of direction by Veet. And he's got Monfils running, and Veet in control of the point puts away a forehand winner. It's 30-love. And I do now see a bunch of people that were talking about this with the Talking Tennis Twitter account, too, or X account, or whatever in the wide world of sports we're calling that now. Veet throws down an ace up the tee. It's 40-love. He's got 3 set points here. The Brazilian serves out wide and misses. Here's the second serve up the tee this time, and that one did clip the line. So Veet throws down the ace and throws down the gauntlet in this second set. Comes back to take it 6-3, and we're at a set all here on Chatrier. We'll step away. We'll take a quick break. Hopefully, we'll have the third set for you on the other side. We're at a set all.
Ready. Play.
My name is Clara Towson, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
I am Francisca George, and I'm a friend of the show.
Perfect.
Hi, my name is Susan Leemans, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom. Yeah.
My name is Zainab Sammaz, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Hey guys, my name is Sasha Vickery, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Hi, my name is Lloyd Harris, and I'm a friend of the show.
Perfect.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Paolini, and I'm a friend of the show.
Wow, Jasmine, you got it in one time.
Thanks for tuning into this watch along. While there's a break in play, here's a reminder to hit the like button, subscribe, and click that notification bell. Your support helps to keep the channel going. While we're here, you can now become a member to enjoy perks, including badges for the live chat, but also bonus material such as interviews with top players from both ATP and WTA tours. The membership link is pinned in the live chat. You can also follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. So whether it be serves or volleys, forehands or backhands, serve bots or drop shots, we've got you covered, whether that be via our website, talking-tennis.com, where you can read features and interviews from our top writers. Or if you prefer us in audio form, you can subscribe to our podcast on Apple, Amazon, or Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts from. Remember, we offer you wall-to-wall coverage via our regular watch-alongs, magazine shows such as Nick's WTA Weekly or Damien and Mario's ATP version. Plus, we deliver top content from people on the ground, actually at the tournaments, so you get even nearer to the action. So, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on all things tennis.
All right, we are back. And the third set just getting underway. Again, bear with us. We're on Peacock here. We are getting Bellucci and Tiafoe again, which is in a fifth set. So we'll get you back to Monfils and Veet when best we can. Meanwhile, Tiafoe serves at the far end and pounds out an ace up the tee to hold serve for 3-all in that fifth set against Tiafoe-Bellucci. You see the score on your screen now. Tiafoe took the first set, then Bellucci with that run of 2 straight sets, including a tie break in the third. Tiafoe roared back to force the fifth. And the American here has been forced to 5. And midway through the fifth set, we sit at 3-all. Again, they're just underway with the third set on Chatrier, and Veet, in fact, has a couple of break points at 15:40. As the left-handed Italian Bellucci serves, Tiafoe blocks back a good return. gets into the rally, and here we go. Bellucci with the backhand. Forehand up the middle from Tiafoe. Big forehand from Bellucci was deep. Tiafoe got it back, and then that's been thrown cross-court by Tiafoe. Forehand by Bellucci. Cross-court by Tiafoe again, and Bellucci has stung that forehand long. There we go. Well done, John. Getting that score up over on Chatrier. Veit has broken the Monfils serve. Apparently that Bellucci shot was not long either. They're giving him 15 love because the court 6 camera, it's like the far end of the court is like a mile away from this camera, it seems. Calling a match without the match. Yes, that's what we're doing here. Before we're done today, we're going to be calling about 6 different matches from one single screen. But Veit, yes, has broken for 1 love. Broke to 15 as well. So that's the story on Chatrier. Bellucci is up 30 love. And serving into the net. This is on court 6, as you can see on your screen. Second serve up the tee is in. Tiafoe with the backhand return, and then Bellucci's put that forehand into the net. I'm almost positive that I did see that go into the net. One thing you might want to have when you're calling a match is good sight on what's going on. Bellucci has won 90% of the points on his first serve in this 5th set. But he can't find it there. Comes the second serve from the Italian. Puts that into the forehand of Tiafoe deep. Nice return by Tiafoe, and it was picked up by Bellucci off his shoelaces, but sorted into the net. Let's see. While we're focused in on Tiafoe and Bellucci here, and while we wait for Seyboth, Veit, and Monfils to get back on my screen, can tell you that Perry and Farrow are in a 3rd set on serve there, as Bellucci can't find that first serve at 30-all. Medvedev is 4-2 up in the first set. Haddad Maia and Coccedetto just underway on court 14. Those are 2 phenomenal names, Beatrice Haddad Maia and Elisabetta Coccedetto. Here's Bellucci serving and missing out wide at 30-all, 3-all, 5th set. Second serve. High toss. Serve is down. Big forehand reply by Tiafoe. Bellucci tried to off-foot him, couldn't. They're into a rally. The backhand up the middle by Tiafoe to the forehand of Bellucci. Backhanded by Tiafoe again. Machetes at cross-court. Bellucci big on the forehand. Stays in just inside the baseline. Tiafoe replies with a backhand. Now Bellucci pulls out a drop shot. It's a brilliant drop shot. It's a terrific dropper there from Bellucci. 40-30. Yes, Ghosty. Someone just hit a lovely drop shot. Whether it was Monfils or Bellucci, make it up as you go. It's earned him a game point here to try to nose back in front of this 5th set. It's a good first serve. Tiafoe's return is there. Up the middle, the forehand by Bellucci. Rifles it back up the middle again. Tiafoe the backhand. Up the middle goes Bellucci. Cross-court the forehand by Tiafoe. Wow, and then Bellucci able to blast away a backhand winner up the line, and he is held for 4-3 in this final set, and I'm starting to get a sinking feeling that Peacock may stick with this now that it's deep into the 5th set and it's an American playing in it. We can tell you that Seyboth Veit did hold serve for 2-love in the 3rd set. John, gun to your nose, Man United or Rafa Nadal? Or, as a radio host here there was a radio host here stateside that was doing a promo read for the French Open starting, and as he called it, what was it? He said Nadal, Rafael Nadal, and that just made me chuckle. Today, Rafa, Saturday, Man United. There you go. It was a terrific win for United in the FA Cup final on Saturday. Shocking win. I don't know if it was as huge of an upset as when Wigan beat City in the FA Cup final, but it was United beating them was not expected from this United fan. All right, pictures again from Chatrier, as rare as they have become here. Monfils is serving at 40-15, down love 2. In the third set, we're at a set all on Chatrier. And Monfils serves to the forehand of Veit. Monfils with the forehand up the line. Defensive shot by Veit. Wow, and he's hit a passing shot winner up the line. Monfils did not read that well at all. And Veit stretching out to hit that backhand, and he was able to direct it up the line brilliantly. Squeezes it into a tight window to pass Monfils, 40-30. Monfils serves up the tee, blocked back by Veit, off forehand by Monfils. Veit directs it up the middle, pulled up the line by Monfils, scooped on back by Veit, off forehand by Monfils. Veit with the backhand, forces Monfils back. Now we're into a baseline rally, but just as I say that, Veit makes the error. Meanwhile, Bellucci is getting, has he taken a medical timeout? Just stretching. Well, not sure if he. It looks like he took a medical. He's got a medical timeout here, Bellucci. And Peacock takes another full screen ad break, even though we've got a lot going on. It is a medical timeout for Bellucci. Want to feel old. Matteo Bellucci, born on June 1st, 2001. There's a lot of athletes these days that's starting to come up into the fold now that were born in 2000 and 2001. If you pay attention to collegiate sports here in America, then you'll see some born in 2004 and 5. That'll really make you feel old. This is for Bellucci, just his second ever appearance in a main draw of a slam. Played at the Australian Open of 2023 as well. Still in the medical timeout, he is, Bellucci. They've been playing for 3.5 hours on court 6. Bellucci at 4-3 in the final set on serve. I'm trying to race through my notes here because I was not planning on calling this match. Mentioned Bellucci was in the main draw of the Australian Open in 2023, trying to find who he played and lost to in that first round. Here it is. He played Benjamin Bonzi and lost in 4 sets. That was his only other prior match in a main draw of a slam. Now we focus back in on Chatrier and that little tiny box that they put up at the top left of the screen as they do a split screen, even though absolutely nothing's going on court 6. But we're still going to go split screen because that makes perfect sense. They are about to start again, though, says Ghosty. Very good. focus back in on Chatrier because that's what we're here to do. 15-all with Veit serving up 2-1 in the third set. Veit serving up the tee. Monfils flicks the return back off forehand from the Brazilian. Monfils with the backhand. Changing direction is Veit. Looped up the middle by Monfils, who now hits a backhand. Veit goes up the line, big forehand. Cross court goes Monfils, puts Veit on the run, and he stabs a forehand long, and Monfils has a look here at 15-30. I've got no shot to call the Tiafoe-Bellucci match when it's split screen. Like I said, the far end of the court looks like it's a mile away. Oh boy. And now they just went full screen on court 6. So back to court 6 we go, apparently. I'm going to get dizzy at some point. Here's the serve into the net by Tiafoe at love 15, 3-4. He serves final set on court 6. Tiafoe serves. Bellucci with the backhand up the middle, backpedaling to hit an off forehand. Tiafoe cross court from Bellucci on the backhand, and he's wrangled that one long. Yeah, you're right, Ghosty. It is weird. These young players will only know about September 11th from history books and YouTube videos, and that's almost a very scary thought to think that they might learn about that tragic day through YouTube. As into a rally here, Tiafoe at the net has hit a winning volley, and it's 30-15. Not to say that YouTube is not a wonderful place for entertainment and some history, of course, because obviously we're on YouTube here, so I might want to clean up my words. I'm just saying there's some people on here that might not have a great grasp of history. I'll shut up now. Tiafoe serving at 30-15, out wide and misses. Second serve is in. Oh boy, and Bellucci fires a return up the line and connects on it somehow. What a return that was. 22-year-old Italian firing away. $30-all here as Tiafoe serves in the net. It's deuce between Seyboth, Veit, and Monfils in the fourth game of the third set. Tiafoe makes the serve, and the return is good from Bellucci. They're into the rally. Big forehand Tiafoe, looped back by Bellucci. Another big forehand Tiafoe, firing bullets here up the line, and eventually he's hoping that Bellucci will break down, but he hasn't yet as he continues to absorb this power. Up the line, the forehand Tiafoe, he comes to the net and hits a backhand volley winner. Eventually he had to do something differently there. Bellucci was throwing everything back at him, absorbing all of that power. And eventually Tiafoe able to step to the net and hit a very solid volley. History is in the eye of the beholder, and beautiful people are doomed to repeat it. Game point for Tiafoe as he tries to get to 4-all. Toss up, serve down in the net. Second serve is there to the backhand of Bellucci. Oh, an off-balance forehand there by Tiafoe. Bellucci put it up the line. Defensive shot by Tiafoe. Up the line goes Bellucci, and then Tiafoe hits a forehand winner as Bellucci was coming to the net. Tiafoe passes him. Tremendous strike there from Tiafoe, and it's 4-all now in the final set. Medvedev has taken the first set on in 39 minutes. Perry is up a break in the decisive set against Ferro and actually has a match point, 2 match points, returning Perry at 5-3 in the final set. Haddad Maia and Cacciaretto still on serve early. We're just giving you all kinds of scores at once on this one, aren't we? As I think we're about to go back on to Chatrier. No, we're not. How silly of me. Bellucci at 4-all to serve. To the backhand of Tiafoe. Serve was not good. Monfils Seyboth match turned out to be a thrilling battle between Tiafoe and Bellucci. Bellucci serves, and that's into the net. Now that was still a first serve. Here comes the second. It's in. Tiafoe cranks a backhander wide. And it's 15-love. As we have just hit 10 o'clock in Paris. Bellucci at 15-love. From the far end, serves out wide. Tiafoe cranks the return out. Boy, Bellucci nearly off-footed him. Tiafoe did a good job regaining his composure. Bellucci's at the net. He's hit a good volley. Tiafoe's there to volley it back, and now Bellucci up the line, and then Tiafoe, oh my goodness, like an elastic human, backpedaling to hit a forehand winner. Wow. It's a tremendous rally right there. Bellucci thought he had put it behind Tiafoe. I'm not sure how in the world Tiafoe got back to it. Hit a tremendous shot. It's 15-all at 4-all in the final set. Tremendous drama here in the match that we weren't planning on doing. Bellucci serves into the net. They're now at 2-all over on Chatrier, so Monfils has gotten that break back. 2-all at a set-all over on Chatrier. Here's Bellucci. Serving out wide. Tiafoe makes the return. Into the net goes Bellucci. Tiafoe, the much more experienced player here, might be taking control of this match right at the death. 15-30. Still so young himself at 26, Tiafoe. Bellucci serves up the tee. Tiafoe makes the return. Cross-court the backhand from the Italian. Up the line goes the American. Cross-court from Bellucci, and stabbing a backhander wide is Tiafoe. It's at 30-all. Has never made it past the third round at the French Open. Tiafoe was seeded 12th here last year. Serve out wide by Bellucci. Missed the mark. Lost in the third round to Zverev last year, Tiafoe did. Up the line. Good serve, Bellucci. Tiafoe shuffled it back. Now goes with an off forehand. Looped back by Bellucci. Backhand from Bellucci. Now Tiafoe rifles a forehand back. We're into a terrific rally here at a very crucial time of the match. Tiafoe rears back with a big forehand, and then looping that forehand long was Bellucci. And Tiafoe is at 40-30. 30-40 rather. Let me get my words straight and numbers correct. This is a break point for Tiafoe. Could be the point that decides the match right here, as Tiafoe tries to get the break right at the end. Stretches out to get that backhand return in play, and then Bellucci steps up and smacks a winner. And it's deuce again. That's a big point that he wins, facing break point. It's such a crucial time of the match. Four all, fifth set deuce. Tremendous drama on court 6. Bellucci serves into the net. They have been going for an extremely long time here on court 6 now. Closing in on 4 hours. Body serve. Tiafoe makes the return up the middle of the backhand from Bellucci, who now pulls out a drop shot. Tiafoe gets to it, bumps it over. Now Bellucci throws up a lob, and it's going to drop long. Another break point for Tiafoe. And Ghosty, yes, thank you so much for for the kind words. We appreciate it for sure. It's been interesting, hasn't it? We're going to try to at least have fun with it, at the very least. Second chance for Tiafoe to break. Bellucci serves up the tee. Whoa! He serves out gas. And ace up the tee. It's deuce again. On serve on Chatrier, 3-2. Bellucci serves out wide. Tiafoe cranks out a return winner with the forehand. Oh my gracious. He guessed absolutely right on where that serve was going. Made a great return. Third chance to break here for Tiafoe. And take command of this match. The far end, it's Bellucci serving and missing up the tee. Is this the time for Tiafoe? Bellucci serves. Tiafoe makes the return. Up the line, Bellucci. Tiafoe with the forehand up the middle. Oh, and Bellucci has missed that backhand wide. Tiafoe is broken. And he's up 5-4 in the deciding set. He'll serve for the match on court 6. Oh, what a time for Tiafoe to come through. Breaks and takes the lead. Right at the end here. and now there's Jane. Giggle. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Jane. See, I feel like this happened last time I was on. I feel like the last time I was on, we got into like a Price is Right bidding war here. Jane trolling hard with that 1 cent. Closest to retail price without going over. God bless Bob Barker. Oh my gosh. Is that all that needs to happen? Is that I just come on and then we get people one-upping each other? All right, so they have changed ends, and Tiafoe now serving for the match here. Yeah, troll game is very economical. There you go. Tiafoe at the far end, serving for the match. To Ghosty's point that he rightly points out there, a lot of people in the box with Tiafoe, but now what has happened over there at the far end? Hold on a minute. Have they had to open up a door for someone to go through? That was weird. A very interesting time. So here's Tiafoe now serving 5-4, final set. Serves up the tee and misses. Second serve is in. Bellucci winds up with the backhand. Cross court goes Tiafoe. Backing up the middle, Bellucci. Off forehand by Tiafoe up the line. Now he hits a backhand. Bellucci's there with the forehand. Tiafoe cross court. Bellucci defending. Scoops a forehand back. Now Tiafoe goes up the line. Big backhand. Bellucci defends that back. Off forehand by Tiafoe. He stepped into it confidently, and he smacks out a winner. It's 15 love as Tiafoe looks to finish off this marathon match that's gone nearly 4 hours. Monfils is broken, John tells us, for a 4-2 edge in the third set on Seyboth. Tiafoe serving at 15 love. Up the tee. It's an ace. It's 30 love here. Might be going away from Bellucci, who was searching for his first ever main draw match win at a slam. Tiafoe serves deep. Bellucci makes the return up the line. Tiafoe-Bellucci stabs it back defensively. A high-hanging lob. It drops into the swing zone of Tiafoe. He puts the overhead away. And Tiafoe has 3 match points as he arrives here at 5-4, 40 love in the final set. Tiafoe trying to put it to bed right here. Serves out wide. Bellucci makes the return. Oh, Tiafoe shanks the forehand. And it goes flying way, way out of the park. It's a 2-run home run by Tiafoe. 40-15. Tries again. Serves out wide. Can't find his mark. 26-year-old from Maryland. Hasn't made it past the third round at Roland Garros. Serves here. Bellucci throws his body into the return, but the backhand lands wide. And this one is over on court 6, and Frances Tiafoe is moving on. He has survived a frantic 5 sets on court 6. He gets it done 6-4 in the 5th to see away the young Italian. Tiafoe-Bellucci will have to wait another day to get a main draw match victory at a slam, but it was a terrific performance that he put on as he took the 25th seeded player right to the very end. It's been a stressful win for Tiafoe, who, again, as I mentioned earlier, he's never looked overly confident or comfortable on the clay. And you probably wouldn't love his chances for a deep run, but he's picked up a win here, and you never know what might happen. The old lines survive and advance. And see what happens. Tiafoe is through. Nearly 4 hours. Officially 3:46. As Bellucci ranked 173rd in the world. He went punch for punch with Tiafoe, again seated 25th and ranked 26th in the world. All right, I'll tell you what we'll try to do here is we try to get on some kind of a rhythm. We'll take a break here because we have no pictures of anything else to tell you about. We'll come back. Hopefully, we'll have more of Monfils and Seyboth on the other side. But it's Tiafoe who survives here, 6-4 in the 5th over Tiafoe-Bellucci. We'll return with, hopefully, action from Chatrier in just a moment.
Thanks for tuning into this watch-along. While there's a break in play, here's a reminder to hit the like button, subscribe, and click that notification bell. Your support helps to keep the channel going. While we're here, you can now become a member to enjoy perks, including badges for the live chat, but also bonus material, such as interviews with top players from both ATP and WTA tours. The membership link is pinned in the live chat. You can also follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. So whether it be serves or volleys, forehands or backhands, serve bots or drop shots, we've got you covered. Whether that be via our website, talking-tennis.com, where you can read features and interviews from our top writers. Or if you prefer us in audio form, you can subscribe to our podcast on Apple, Amazon, or Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts from. Remember, we offer you wall-to-wall coverage via our regular watch-alongs, magazine shows such as Nick's WTA Weekly or Damien and Mario's ATP version. Plus, we deliver top content from people on the ground, actually at the tournaments, so you get even nearer to the action. So, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on all things tennis.
All right, very good. We are back with action on Chatrier. Monfils has opened it up in a big way in this third set, 5-2, up on Seyboth Veit, 15 all, with Veit serving here 2-5 down in the third set. It's at a set apiece, as you can see on your screen. Monfils 6-2 in a half hour in the first set. Veit roared back 6-3 in the second, serves out wide. Monfils puts the return into the bottom of the net. And it's 30-15 as we are now deep into the night in Paris. 10:15. Roof is open here on Chatrier. Seyboth Veit with the serve out wide, and Monfils with the return that lands into the doubles alley to his left, and it's 40-15. See a lot of people in the seats here at Chatrier bundled up in jackets or sweaters or blankets. Temperature is dipped into the mid-50s. Fahrenheit, of course. Anytime you see me on your screen and I'm talking about temperature, just assume that I'm Fahrenheit. I don't have a prayer of being able to tell you what that is in Celsius unless I just put it into a calculator. Monfils has misfired on the forehand, so Veit has held serve. And Monfils will have a chance to serve out the third set at 5-3. Is chilly, though. Rain expected for the next 3, maybe even 4 days in Paris. So the cold front moving in, going to lead to temperatures in the 60s and plenty of rain these next handful of days. Here's Monfils serving for the third set at 5-3. Serves up the tee. Terrific serve. High, hanging, looping return back is in by Veit. The forehand by Monfils. Veit's gotten himself back into this rally somehow. Hanging ball there by Monfils. Veit doesn't take advantage. Into the rally off forehand by Veit. The backhand by the Frenchman Monfils. Now he goes cross-court with a forehand. Veit with a big forehand up the middle. And now Veit is in control at this point. Now he's at a drop shot. Monfils gets to it. Scuffs it up the line. Veit's there. Oh, and Monfils is there at the net to hit a winning volley. That gets the crowd on their feet. Might be cold, but everyone got to their feet there. Terrific rally. 17 ball that rally that one was, and Monfils able to steer that volley winner away. 15 love. Celsius is just Fahrenheit without an inflated sense of itself. Serve out wide misses. Oh boy, here we go. Fahrenheit is 9/5 Celsius plus 32. Oh Lord. Good serve by Monfils, and he puts away the winner. Nice 1-2 punch right there. And it's 30 love. Hold on a minute. 9/5 Celsius plus 32 equals Fahrenheit. Well, okay. So you still have to know what it is Celsius to then start the equation, which I don't. I was just about to do on the fly. Monfils serves. Backhand reply by Veit. Cross court the backhand Monfils. He comes to the net. He was a bit late getting in. Half volley pickup is there, but it's not great. And Veit, with a wide open court, puts away the backhand winner to get to 30-15. So Monfils, after taking the first set, now looking for the third, misses the tee long. Ask Jane to do the math. She's good with tiny numbers that don't mean anything. Oh, okay. I'll let you two settle that one out. We're into a rally here. Drop shot by Monfils, shuffled over by Veit. Monfils tries to pass him up the line with a forehand. Didn't pass him, but Veit threw the racket at it. Could not direct it back in play. It's 40-15, a couple of set points for Gael Monfils. Here he is. Toss up, serve down. It's an ace. Veit had his feet buried in quicksand there. Didn't move after it. Monfils serves it out. Takes the third set, 6-3. Up 2-1. Are we in for a 5-setter? Or is Monfils going to settle it himself in the fourth? We'll find out. Again, we'll just step away. It has been chaotic last couple of hours, but glad that you are spending it with us. We'll take a break and have the fourth set for you coming right up. I'm not 100% sure I've ever seen that last spot. That was very dramatic. It was very dramatic. I give it up to everyone that went into making that. That was well done. That got me going. I'm ready to go. Another set, maybe two. Run through a brick wall after that. My goodness. Monfils up 2-1 on Seyboth Veit, which is the match we are covering, or at least trying to. Medvedev is up a set and a break on his opponent. Let's see. Haddad Maia did take the first set from Cocciadetto 6-3. Fanini is up 2-0 and actually serving for the match. That's out on, court 13. Sefwilin took the first set from Lajovic. Lajovic has come back to win the next two. And those are the only other four going on, along with Monfils and Seyboth Veit. Yeah, whoever made that spot, I might get the contact information there. we need spots like that made for USRN. Anyhow, perfectly done by the folks at NBC and Peacock. They've rejoined right in the middle of the first rally of the set, and Monfils puts an end to it by hitting a forehand winner. It seemed to be a long rally. We wouldn't know because we joined into it late. But Monfils has put away a forehand winner. It's Veit serving to start the fourth set. Down 2-1. They have been on court for nearly 2 hours now. Here's the Brazilian, ranked 58th in the world, serving Alette. Crowd fully behind Monfils, as you might expect here. This is a tough mental strain on Seyboth Veit here to try to finish this match against both Monfils and the crowd. Serve out wide. Monfils makes the return off forehand from the Brazilian. Big backhand up the line, clip the let cord from Monfils. The rally carries on. Throwing his body into a backhand is Veit up the middle, but it goes long, and Monfils is looking at love 30. So it hasn't taken long here for Monfils to get out of the blocks to start this fourth set. Would love to put it away in the fourth, not have to worry with a fifth. Sharp serve out wide by Veet. Monfils made the return, and then Veet missed the forehand. Cross court, he steers it wide. It's love 40, and Monfils with 3 break points to quickly snatch control of the fourth set. Served by Veet out wide, and it's missed. Second serve is in. Backhand by Monfils. Up the line goes Veet with the forehand, and Monfils on one leg with that forehand misses long. $15.40. Hopefully, we've gotten plenty of people that have come in to watch this stream with challenges, at least on the American side of finding it. So hopefully people have populated in and out at some point to try to catch this match. Veet serving up the tee. Monfils reacts quickly to get a short backhand reply back. Short ball again by Monfils. Veet takes it out of the air with a forehand and cracks a winner, and it's 30-40, so he's saved a couple of break points here, the Brazilian, who announced himself to the tennis world and beyond here last year. His stunning victory as he defeated Daniil Medvedev at the number 2 seed in the opening round here last year. Here's the serve out wide. Monfils lines up a forehand reply. It's short. Off forehand from Veet. Nearly off-footed Monfils, who had to recover but couldn't. Puts that forehand into the net. So this has gone well here, as Veet has rolled back to deuce. Also worth mentioning, everyone remembers him beating Medvedev here last year. He did win his second round match as well against Guido Pella. Veet serves into the net. Deuce here, opening game, fourth set. And then he went 5 sets in the third round, but lost 6-love in the fifth set. As Monfils makes the return, forehand up the middle from Veet, looped back by Monfils. Veet sets the feet, hits the forehand, off forehand from Monfils. The backhand by Veet, looped back up the middle by Monfils, off forehand by Veet. Cross court goes Monfils, directed cross court on the forehand by Veet. He's running around his backhand to hit forehands, but now Monfils had some open space. He went cross court with a forehand. Veet couldn't race to that. Monfils, with a clenched fist, looks up at the crowd, eyes wide with intent. He's got a fourth break point. So Monfils has had plenty of chances here. At love 40, couldn't convert, now has another break point. Veet has to recoil. He was ready to serve. May have been a scream from the crowd. Now he does serve up the tee. Really good serve. Monfils unable to direct that back in. It's deuce once more. 4 break points saved here in this game by Seyboth Veet. Nishioka, by the way, is who Veet lost to in the third round. I was leading up to that, never got to it. Big serve up the tee. Short ball back by Monfils. Oh, wow. And then Veet just, as cool, calm, and collected as you can imagine, just hits a drop shot winner with Monfils miles away from the net. Advantage here to Veet. Serves out wide and misses the mark. Might be a big momentum swing if he can come from love 40 down to hold serve. Monfils does not make the return. Backhand is long. And wow, that's quite the get there by Seyboth Veet. Saved 4 break points in that game and holds serve to start the final set. They'll change ends. Not the final set, the fourth set, beg your pardon. Not the final set yet. Might be, but it's not the decisive set, is it? So Medvedev is Monfils. Okay, very in Ghosty's. Again, we clarified earlier, Ghosty not watching this match. He's protesting against the Peacock. I'm just glad that so far, and I know this might be the kiss of death, and I'm going to jinx it all right here. I'm just glad since I've had it up, the picture has stayed clear and pristine, because you try to stream stuff sometimes, live streaming. It's not all nice and clear. It's very pixelated. Monfils serving. Out wide. Veet makes the return. Monfils then puts away a forehand winner. Good 1-2 punch there with the serve out wide. I'm waiting to spring for Peacock, says Jane, for the second week when Tsitsipas and Zverev will hopefully be out, she says. Serve up the tee is an ace from Monfils, firing away here in his opening service game of the fourth. He's up 30-love. So I'll pull up the schedule here. Monfils is serving very quickly, puts it into the net. And maybe we can figure out how to find matches here if you're stateside like we are. Monfils with the serve up the tee. Veet made the return. Monfils with a big forehand up the line. Veet floats it back. Monfils has to adjust. He does. It's a cross-court backhand. That defensive shot by Veet got it back into the rally, and this is a neutral rally here. Oh, boy, and then Veet hits a terrible drop shot that bounced into the ground maybe 5 feet before it even got to the net. That wasn't pretty nor subtle. Third unforced error of the match from Veet. Monfils serves out wide. Ghosty can hit better drop shots than that. Do we have visual proof of that? Veet with the backhand return. Monfils changes direction and cranks out a backhand winner up the line. Holds it love. It's 1-1 in the fourth. So here we go. Moving forward now that we're out of the holiday weekend after tonight. If you're stateside, you can catch all the action on Tennis Channel or TC Plus. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Then Saturday it'll be on Tennis Channel from 5 a.m. to 1 p.m. Then on NBC from noon to 3. Peacock from noon to 5:30. Same schedule next Sunday. There's the serve by Veet, and the return is into the net from Monfils. Then all of next week up to Thursday, it'll be on Tennis Channel. But then Thursday, the women's semis will be on NBC and Peacock. And then mostly it's on NBC and Peacock from there on. Try to get all of that straight for everyone stateside. My goodness. 15-love. Seyboth Veet serving out wide, and it's that miss. Yes, it did. That's a double fault there from the Brazilian. Hello to Jake. Glad to have you with us here as we're in the fourth set of what has been a tight one. Thank you for the nice words, Jane. Greatly appreciate that. I'm glad you don't feel like you're missing out on anything, because if there's ever been a time that I've been on this channel where I felt like I've been skating on thin ice, it's been this one. My goodness. It's been... I don't know what I've been doing at some points. Anyway, Monfils misses a forehand into the net on a quick rally there, and it's 30-15. Hasn't been your normal day on this channel, which apologies for if it's gotten too chaotic for those trying to follow. Here's Veet serving up the tee. Monfils loops a return back. Big forehand up the line by Veet. Into the rally here. Forehand twisted cross-court by Monfils. Up the line goes Veet. The backhand by Monfils. Again, Veet's in the better position here. He's playing full-out offense in this rally, but Monfils is absorbing the power. Here's Monfils with a forehand up the middle. Veet up the line with the forehand. Monfils is getting everything back here. Now goes cross-court with the backhand, but misses wide. 40-15. Was Jake going to call out sick if Nadal won? 20-shot rally, that last one. Serve out wide by Veet. Monfils blocks it back. Makes it there. Half volley pickup at the baseline by Veet. That return was so deep. Now Veet throws up a lob. Monfils waits for it to drop and machetes it away. Cross court for the winner. 40-30. Of course, that was the huge, overwhelming story of the day, was Nadal. Veet makes the serve. The return good by Monfils. Big forehand from Veet. Now Monfils defending, puts a forehand up the line. Veet, oh my lord, throws his body into a cross-court backhand, and that's a winner. And Veet has held on here for 2-1. We're on serve early in the fourth. Here on Chatrier, we've been going for just over 2 hours in this battle between Gael Monfils, 37th in the world, against the Brazilian ranked 58th, Thiago Seyboth. And we're having fun, even through all of the challenges that have been thrown our way today. But here we are. By the way, as they change sides, we've been talking a lot about the American coverage of the French Open. Obviously, huge news in the sports world here in the States earlier today, which was just heart-shattering to hear. The death of Bill Walton, Basketball Hall of Famer, died at the age of 71 today after what was actually a very quiet battle with cancer. I have to say, I had no idea that he was battling cancer, but Bill Walton passed away today at the age of 71. Of course, the great center with UCLA, with John Wooden winning all of those national championships, and then was a terrific big man in the NBA, won a title in the NBA with Portland, and then had many foot injuries that certainly hurt his NBA career moving forward, but he did play through a lot of it. He won a title with Boston when he moved to the Celtics. And then, of course, he became a broadcaster, and he was just a joy to listen to. Obviously, it wasn't for everyone, but he was always entertaining on the air. And that was extremely sad news to hear earlier today. NBC comes back with the picture, says here is Monfils serving at love 15 out wide and a short ball back. Oh, and Monfils makes a mess of the overhead. Oh my goodness, Veet mishit the return and sent it high into the sky, and Monfils tried to take it out of the air and put the overhead straight into the net. It's love 30. Monfils serves out wide. Veet scoops the return back. Cross-court backhand by Monfils is good, and Veet's backhand is into the net. 15-30. Yeah, Wooden did make him cut his hair. But yeah, he did. He grew it back out. Redhead, of course, grew out the red hair in the NBA. He was a huge Grateful Dead fan. You're absolutely right. He talked about that all the time. Serve out wide by Monfils. Another high-hanging ball on the return by Veet. This time Monfils slides into the volley and bumps it across for the winner, and it's 30-all. Yeah, Walton smiled a lot, and he made a lot of people smile. If you watched college basketball, and Pac-12 college basketball in particular, he and Dave Pasch, terrific crew. He and Pasch worked together extremely well. Pasch leaned into his colorful commentary. He was the definition of a color commentator, that's for sure. Monfils serves out wide. Veet makes the return into the rally, looping forehand by Monfils. Backing up the middle by Veet, off forehand by Monfils, stabbed on back by Veet. Big forehand by Monfils. He loads up and sends it hard down the line for a winner. He's overcome here, love 30. Has Monfils, and it's 40-30. Yeah, Luke was on the Lakers. I believe he won a title with the Lakers, if I'm not mistaken. And then He's coached as well, Luke Walton has. Monfils serves out wide. Veet backpedaling so far beyond the baseline. Throws up a high lobbed return. Monfils had to backpedal, hit a big off forehand. Again, Veet sends it high into the sky. It drops for Monfils to put away a winner, and he's held for 2-all. So 2-all in the fourth set here. Believe he might have coached the Lakers and maybe even Sacramento, Luke Walton. I'm wanting to say he was with Golden State a lot, maybe not as the head coach, but played a big part coaching the Warriors with Steve Kerr and, of course, Curry and Thompson and Draymond and, oh boy, Draymond. Let's not go down that rabbit hole. 2-all in the fourth. Veet serving to the forehand of Monfils, which is long on the return. I don't know if I quite have a feel of who's in control of this match right now. Of course, it is Monfils 2-1. But Veet has been able to step up his level as the match has gone on. Serves out wide here. Monfils makes the return. Off forehand from Veet was good. Slice back short by Monfils. Off forehand again from Veet. Monfils throws up a lob. Don't think that's going to drop in. No, it hasn't even gotten back over the net. Thirty love. Here's Veet serving into the net. Now it serves again to the forehand of Monfils. The backhand by Veet. Cross court goes Monfils up the line. Terrific forehand from the Brazilian. Monfils defends it back, however. And on we go into the rally. Forehand on an off angle from Monfils. Now turns to his backhand. Veet with the backhand up the line. Really good shot. Monfils gets it back. Monfils creeping towards the net. Now he hits a volley. Monfils tries to pass him. Can't. Veet with a good volley. And Monfils tried to pass him again. But this time he's launched the forehand well out. And it's 40 love. He was just creeping closer to the net. Was Seyboth Veet. Ends up winning that point at the net. 40 love here for Thiago Seyboth Veet. Serves up the tee. Monfils can't put the return in play. It's landed into the doubles alley to his left, and Veet has held serve. And we're on serve in the fourth set at 3-2. So, as they change sides, let's check in on some other scores here. Medvedev has taken the second set, so he's looking comfortable. Mentioned Haddad Maia took the first set from Cacciadetto, but Cacciadetto has come back, and the Italian is up 3 love in the second set. That might be going the distance on court 14. Lajovic up 2-1 on Sefwilin, and 3-1 up Lajovic is in the fourth set. Is there a match that's just completed? I thought there was 5 ongoing. That might have been Tiafoe that finished up however long ago that was now. So that might be what I'm looking at and missing. Probably is. Let's see. What is the order of play tomorrow? Here it is. It came out very early, which is very nice because Roland Garros in the past has taken forever and a day to come out with the order of play for the next day. Alice Cornet against Shang Chen Wen to start the action on Chatrier. Oh, Fanini just won. Very good. I thought there was another one in there. Casper Ruud is on Chatrier tomorrow. He's the second match on. Sabalenka and Andreeva is a very interesting one. Now, of course, that's not Mira Andreeva. That's Erica Andreeva against Sabalenka. Could still be interesting. Djokovic and Herbert. match on Chatrier tomorrow. Suzanne Longland, Rabakina, and Menon to get it started. That's at 5 a.m. Eastern Time in the States, 11 a.m. local in Paris. Echeverry and Cazot, Freck and Kasatkina, Runa and Evans on Longland tomorrow. Monfils set to serve 2-3, fourth set. Up 2-1. Up the tee he goes and misses. Serves here to the forehand of Veit. Big forehand up the line by Monfils, who slipped. Veit throws up a lob that lands wide, so Monfils never had to get to it anyway. Did slip, though, on the baseline. Monfils serves up the tee. Veit with a looping forehand bat. Monfils had to race to it. Got a forehand cross court. Goes with that shot once again. Veit now with a drop shot that Monfils gets to. Oh, but Veit has outplayed Monfils at the net right there, and he's bumped a forehand across for a winner. It's 15 all. He's 3 for 3 at the net in this set, is Veit. Here's Monfils with the serve out wide. Veit makes the return. Monfils with a drop shot. It wasn't great. Veit got to it. It hit the let cord on the way through, and that may have saved Monfils. And then he shot putted the backhand up the line to squeeze it out. (30-15). Serve up the tee by Monfils. Scoop back by Veit short. Monfils, cross-court of forehand, has to backpedal to the baseline. Hits a slice shot that didn't look like a slice off the racket, but boy, did it die as it hit the ground across the net. I think it fooled Veit as well. He couldn't get to it, and it's 40-15. Game point for Monfils for 3 all. Serves up the tee of let. I have a question here, too. For a question for the crowd here when this game finishes up. Monfils serves. Misses his mark long right there. That was still a first serve. Here comes the second from the 37-year-old. Body serve. Veit makes the return. Monfils sends the forehand deep, and Veit went big on the forehand, but put it into the net. So Monfils holds for 3 all. Casper Ruud, I mentioned he was playing tomorrow here on Chatrier. Now, this may come across as very stupid. I have not heard of his opponent. Someone might have to fill me in on the opponent for Ruud tomorrow and tell me how to say his name. Because I have to say I've never heard of his opponent. Apologies if that comes across as very stupid. But I have not heard of this young man that Casper Ruud is playing tomorrow. Serve here by Veit to the backhand of Monfils. Up the line goes Veit with the forehand, and Monfils has put that forehand into the net. So I am guessing here, so he is Brazilian. So I'm guessing it's, is that Alves? Alves is what I'm guessing here. Serve out wide. Monfils with the backhand. Forehand up the line by Veit is good, and it's a winner. So I'm getting that the last match he played was a challenger event. Lost to Massetti. Veit serves. Monfils makes the return. Veit with the forehand up the line. Monfils able to race back to get into the rally here. Cross court the backhand, Monfils. And into the net goes Veit with the backhand. Yeah, he's ranked. I did see he's ranked 137th. Played in qualifying in Madrid and lost in 3 sets to Team. Serve into the net there from Veet. A lot of challenger events and qualifying matches coming up here. Serve by Veet to the backhand of Monfils. Big forehand by Veet there. Monfils able to absorb that power, but then Veet puts away a forehand win. 40-15. Yeah, there's certainly... Yeah, there's always names that take me by surprise. Most of them I've heard some amount of, even if it's just hearing the name in passing or just seeing it on a draw somewhere. I'm just not. I don't remember having any kind of prior knowledge of this player, so I need to learn more about him. Maybe I can tomorrow. Veet with the serve and a forehand winner on the return by Monfils. Hopefully can have that match on at work tomorrow and learn a little bit about the Brazilian ranked 137th. Serve is into the net here from Veet at 40-30. 3-all in the set. Serve is to the forehand of Monfils, to the backhand of Veet. Off forehand by Monfils. Cross court goes Veet. Backpedaling to hit an off forehand is Monfils. He's certainly not wanting to go to the backhand here. Continues to hit that off forehand. He'll do so again as Veet goes cross court with the backhand. Now Monfils has to hit the two-fisted backhand. Oh, and then it's Veet who makes the error on the backhand wing. And it's deuce. Yeah, has played a lot of doubles, hasn't he? With Thiago Monteiro, it looks like, recently. At least that's who he played with in Rio, is what I'm seeing. Big serve by Veet. Short ball back by Monfils. Off forehand by Veet to the backhand of Monfils. Off forehand again from Veet. Was struck well. Now, Monfils is wanting the chair umpire to come down. We'll take a look at the camera, maybe. Now, of course, when you're looking through the camera that's on the chair umpire, you can't tell what she has said, but she called that out. So she says that's out. And that gives Monfils a break point here. Now, he had 4 break points in the opening game of this set. Could not convert. He's got a break point right here to take the lead. Big serve by Veet. Monfils, can he make the return? Yes. And then Veet, oh boy, an electrifying forehand winner up the line. Oh boy, go big or go home, that shot. Mercy. He erases the break point in style. Didn't leave a lot of room for error on that shot, and he has lashed that down the line. I think it clipped the line, too. Serves. Monfils makes the return. Forehand from Veet. Monfils, a short backhand. Veet's come to the net. Monfils tries to pass him. Can't. Now a second chance, and he does! Oh, and Veet slams his racket into the top of the net. Another chance for Monfils to break, and the crowd gets behind him again. Veet made it to the net. Hit one volley. Monfils forced him to hit a second, which he couldn't. 6th break point of this set for Monfils. He's 0 for 5. Veet serves into the net. He'll have a look at a second serve here. Could this be the moment for Monfils to take control? Veet at the far end. Toss up, serve down. Monfils can't make the return. Wow, that serve took a funky hop. Monfils had to try to recoil. And when he swung the forehand, it landed into the net. It did. It took a bad bounce on him. That serve, that's a break, a lucky break for Seyboth Veit. Deuce again. Serve out wide. Monfils makes the return with the forehand. Cross-court, the forehand, Veit. The forehand by Monfils put Veit on the run. He's at the let cord, and it's deflected off the let cord back on his side of the net. Seyboth Veit. Another chance for Monfils. Seven minutes long now, this game. 2 hours, 22 the match. Can Seyboth Veit come up with another breakpoint save? Monfils standing so far back from the baseline. Here's the serve. It's in out wide. Monfils makes the return. Veit the off forehand. Monfils with the backhand up the middle. Veit big forehand again. Monfils absorbs that power. Steps towards the baseline. Hits a cross-court forehand. Veit's forehand is off the let cord, and it ricochets wide. There's the break for Monfils. He takes the lead in the fourth set, 4-3. That could be the difference-making moment of this match. Chatrier in shambles again here. Well, that's a tough break on a couple of let cords right in a row there for Seyboth Veit. C'est la vie. So Monfils rifles to the front. First break of this fourth set comes in the seventh game, and it's 4-3. So Monfils in control now. He'll serve for 5-3, and if he can hold his serve, he'll be right to the edge of the finish line. Speaking of finish lines, I know I'm talking to a tennis crowd here. Is Chatrier in shambles. It was a big moment for Monfils. A mega moment for Monfils. I'll come up with more as I go on. Don't worry. I know I'm talking to a big tennis crowd, and it was the start of a slam yesterday. Was anyone here watching Indianapolis yesterday? That's what I was all in on, and oh my lord. It just popped into my mind because I said finish line. Man, oh man. That was just amazing. I think I've watched the finish of it 100 times, and it hasn't even been 24 hours yet. Anyway, here's Monfils at the far end serving 4-3 up now in this fourth set. Trying to keep from going 5 sets in the opening round here for a second straight year. Service out wide. Veit's return is deep. It's just in. Monfils gets it back. The forehand by Veit. Monfils lines it up with his forehand. Cross-court the backhand by Veit. Off forehand there by Monfils, who backpedals. Hits another off forehand. Veit stretches out for the backhand. Cross-court goes Monfils. Veit has raced back to it to get into the rally. This is a lengthy one right here. Two-fisted backhand by Veit. The backhand by Monfils up the line. Veit lines that one up right up the middle. Now he runs and slaps a forehand into the net. It's 15-love. Yeah, I kind of assumed probably everyone here was watching tennis yesterday. That would check out, wouldn't it? If you're tuned in to the YouTube channel Talking Tennis, you're probably watching tennis yesterday. Monfils serves. Backhand reply by Veit is long. 30-all. Seyboth Veit's going to have to come up with a big moment here sometime, as that Monfils serve is up the tee, but it misses. Oh, yeah. Follow NASCAR. I follow just about everything. Just about everything. There's the serve from Monfils. Veit's return is long, and it's 40-love, and you get the feeling that two things are happening right now. Monfils has snatched the momentum away here, and he's carrying the wave of the crowd, and Veit's level is maybe dipped here after that tough service game loss. Big serve Monfils. Veit's return, floating, drops long. Monfils holds it love, and it's 5-3. Yeah, I follow just about everything. I mean, at the risk of sounding more knowledgeable than I am, I could have a conversation with you on just about any sport. I couldn't on rugby. I couldn't on cricket. Cricket makes absolutely zero sense to me. I'm not a boxing or wrestling, MMA, all of that. I'm not into that, but just about every sport I can at least have a conversation with people. As here is Seyboth Veit serving to the forehand of Monfils. Up the line, the forehand from Veit. Backhand by Monfils. Backhand of Veit is looping. Lands just inside the baseline. Big forehand up the line by Monfils. Looped forehand by Seyboth Veit. Line drive cross court by Monfils, who then drives it into the net. It's 15-love. Serving to stay in this match here is the Brazilian. Serves to the backhand of Monfils. Off forehand from Veit. Monfils goes with the backhand. Veit's up the line with the backhand. Monfils gets a short ball back. Veit goes cross court with the forehand. Monfils is defending it back. Oh, gracious! He's hit a backhand winner, Monfils, up the line as Veit was coming into the net. And Monfils has bashed it up the line. That's his 9th backhand winner of the match. Veit serves out wide. Monfils picks up the return. The forehand by Veit. Cross court, the backhand Monfils. All forehand from Veit. Driven cross court by Monfils. To the backhand again of Veit, who now steers it up the line on the forehand wing. Cross court forehand by Monfils. He's been on that forehand all match long. The rally continues. Big forehand by Monfils, absorbing the power. Veit steered it up the line, and the backhand sliced into the net by Monfils. 30-15. Here's Veit. Toss up, serve down, out wide. Monfils makes the return with the backhand. Angled forehand by Veit. Stabbing and lunging at the backhand and pushing it long is Monfils, and it's 40-30 here. So Seyboth Veit trying to force Monfils to serve this out. We've seen many shots of Svitolina. She's on the top of mind. Into the net goes the first serve from Veit. Serve up the tee from Veit. Monfils. Ooh, that backhand return was mishit. It's gone wide. Veit holds. Stays in the tournament, in the championship here. But they'll change ends, and Monfils will serve for it right here. So Gael Monfils, who's lost his last 3 matches on clay, trying to will his way to victory here. Just the second time these two have ever played. They played in Lyon 3 years ago. 2-set win for Monfils. Veit, of course, had never won a best-of-5 match before his shocking win over Medvedev here last year. He's going to have to make something happen here, and he's got to beat Monfils and the crowd. Late night in Paris, just past 11 here in Paris now. So Monfils to serve for it right here, right now. Let's see if he can put away Seyboth Veit, keep him from going on another magical run like he did here last year when he was ranked outside the top 100, maybe even outside the top 150 even last year. Beat Medvedev, went to the 3rd round, played in a 5th set in the 3rd round as well. before bowing out. Here's the 37-year-old French warrior, sword in hand, ready to try to finish this out. And a good start as he slings an ace down the tee. At 133 miles an hour, we're told as well. 15 love. Seventh ace of the match for Monfils. And then another. Cracks out another out wide. 30 love, and he's rolling along here, and it might end up being a coronation for him. Just past the 2.5 hour mark. Monfils serves 30 love. Up the tee, that one missed. To use a bowling term, he was looking for the turkey right there. See, I told you I could hold a conversation in a bunch of sports. Monfils serves out wide. Veet makes the return. Monfils with an off backhand. He comes to the net. He hits a half volley. Bumps it cross court. Veet throws up a lob. Monfils with the overhead, and he's missed it. He's missed the overhead wide. Never know. You just never know if that might come back to bite. (30-15). Toss up, serve down, out wide. That's another ace. Oh, goodness me. He looks to the crowd. He swings his arms forward. He looks down to the ground now with a clenched fist and yells out. And Monfils, at 130 miles an hour, that ace, arrives at a pair of match points. Looking to slam the door shut right here. Toss up, serve down, out wide. Out, and it's a short ball back by Seyboth, and Monfils comes up, and in very Gael fashion, he leaps into the air and hits an acrobatic tumbling forehand winner cross court to end it. And at age 37, Gael Monfils has not lost the energy, he's not lost the showmanship, and he's not done winning either. Shakes the hand of Seyboth, shakes the hand of the chair umpire, comes out into the center of the court, does a dance, pounds his chest, looks at the home crowd, and Gael Monfils is here for at least one more match on home soil. It ends 6-2, 3-6, 6-3, and 6-4, and Gael Monfils is on to the second round. He sees off Seyboth. The Brazilian will walk away here after the magical run that he had here last year, unable to knock down Monfils in the opening round here on Chatrier. So Monfils is moving forward. He'll play, as we mentioned earlier, in the second round. He'll have a tough one against Lorenzo Massetti, who is seeded 30th. The Italian will be formidable, but it'll be a formidable Frenchman that he faces as Gael Monfils gets it done in 4 sets. we got him measuring the trophy cabinet here already. You just never know, do you? And especially if there's ever been a time to be in the section of the draw with Djokovic, it would be this tournament, wouldn't it, at this time? And you just never know. So that's how it ends. Gael Monfils got the first and only break of the 4th set to go up 4-3, and ended up serving it out and knocking off the Brazilian Thiago Seyboth 6-4 in 4 sets. Didn't have to go 5 like he did in the first round here last year that took it all out of him, and he sends the French crowd into raptures here late in the night, just past 11 in Paris. All right, that will do it for us. It was quite chaotic the first hour or two here. We hope that I sincerely hope that I didn't sound like a blubbering idiot at the beginning of this. It was really strange, but we made it through it. Hopefully we made it through it without confusing many people of what in the wide world of sports was going on. But it's Gael Monfils who gets it done, as you see, in 4 sets over Thiago Seyboth. So long. Enjoy the rest of the coverage. I'll be watching all week long. Hope to join sometime soon. Hopefully, if everything goes right, sometime next weekend. But enjoy the coverage as the week goes on here on Talking Tennis. So long from the French Open.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.
Number 10, Marketa Vondrousova. Number 9, Sloane Stephens. Number 8, Beatrice Haddad-Maia. Number 7, Yelena Ostapenko. Number 6, Madison Keys. Number 5, Danielle Collins. Number 4, Coco Gauff. Number 3, Elena Rybakina. Number 2, Arina Sabalenka. And number 1, Iga Świątek.